Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Rowan Wintersong and we're playing Diablo 4. So first off, I have to start by apologizing profusely for the last video. Yeah, I had some volume and balancing issues with the audio. My voice was obnoxiously loud and the music and the gameplay audio was very soft. The quality wasn't horrible, but those are pretty bad. Opposing where one's loud, the other's soft. It's kind of hard to find a balance. So I probably blew a few eardrums. Maybe gave y'all some headaches. I hope not. Anyway, as you can hear, I hope it's probably fixed. All that it really was for some reason, Razer, when you don't give Razer time to like load up its drivers and settings and stuff like that. And you just turn your headphones on, plug in your mic and just start recording. Like, don't give it really time to load in. Sometimes it won't load in the settings. So just from now on, I guess I'll make sure that I give it some time before hitting that record button, or the shortcut in my case. And I'll make sure I do a test run as well, which is what I've done tonight, which is why the balance is much better. So anyway, we're going to get right to it. So we left off. Let's see, where did we leave off? Cold and Iron Faith. Right. Okay, so we got our blessing from Revered Mother? I think it's Reverend Mother. Revered Mother is Dragon Age. Sorry. Reverend Mother Prava. We got our blessing from her and from Inarius. And now we met Narel in the forest and discovered the Heroic Stronghold and found a book written by Rothma. Rothma spells. We're going to go back to the Darkened Way, also called the Path of the Firstborn, which is the Firstborn is Rothma, obviously. We're going to go back there and try to resurrect Narel's mother, so that way she can finish the ritual, so we can cross the Black Lake. So I've made some... I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple videos where we do side quests. And I'll make sure that I title the videos side quests and which act they're in. If you're not interested in all of the little side quests and details and stuff like that, like I am, you can feel free to skip those videos. That's what the warning's for. The entire video will be entirely side quests. You will not miss anything main quest, main story-wise, because we won't even touch that. I'll try to do the side quests after the act is over, unless it's the very last act, in which case there's really no choice there. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. So today we're gonna finish up with Act 1. So no side quests today, unless they're relevant to the story somehow. I don't think there is, or there are. Excuse me. Not in Act 1. Maybe not even really the whole game. Make sure our inventories are empty. Alright. Let's get a waypoint going. There we go. Just right click where you want to go on that map and it puts a path to it on your mini map here. It's like I'm getting a little bit of performance drop. If it doesn't look very good, just let me know. If you guys want, I can lower down my graphics settings. I really don't wanna, but I can handle it if we need to.
I'm out of fury.
Did I pass? Did I even? Oh my goodness. Make sure you right click on the right area. Okay. At least I got something out of that.
I'm not ready yet.
More strangers in the camp.
So if there's any builds or anything you want me to try out, just let me know in the comments. I'm partial to the simplicity of a whirlwind build myself. Technically, this is a whirlwind shout build. I think most of the builds for Barbarian are versions of shout builds, because the shouts are just too good to pass up. The buffs are really good. So there's one that gives you 40% damage reduction. All right, here's Nerel. What's the plan? Oh, all right. Oh, you're not leading. I'm leading. Oh, man. You're gonna make me run all the way over there? Okay, fine. Ah, much better when I've got a little bit of rage. Why does she keep attacking nothing? She was doing that last video, too. By the way, that's a little trick that I don't do it instinctually yet, but it is a neat little trick. If you use one of these cries, it actually does stagger the enemy for a split second. So if somebody's doing an attack on you that you don't want, they're doing, you know, they're telegraphing what they're about to do, and you want to stop it, you can actually do a shout, and it will stop them. I don't know if it works on all enemies, but it does work on little ones.
Difficult to understand.
Hold on.
And the notes weren't much better. I think I know how to talk with my mother again.
Okay. So yeah, for example, those little explodey head things with legs, they're basically just big heads with legs, and then when they get to you, they like kind of, you know, take a giant shit right before exploding. Those, you can use a shout and it'll interrupt that for a split second. I don't know how useful that'll be to you, but it was useful to me on that last one. Ooh, did I miss this? Oh, I did see this. I saw that last time. That was Nerel's mother inscribing little bits here or there. Or at least, I don't know. I don't know how that works. They were walking together and she's like, hold on, my lady. Let me write this shit on stone.
The breeze coming from the Black Lake. Do you feel it? Let's hurry.
It's all you, baby. Or little girl. Excuse me. Jeez.
Mother, please. Can you hear me?
My little magpie. It's you.
I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to...
Nerel, stop. I can't be saved from my own mistakes. This body is only a husk. My spirit must pass on. And you must let me go.
Mother, no. I need you.
You need to move on, Magpie, without me. But I can help you one last time before I go. You have the divine blessing. Your blood is the necessary key.
Sorry, she's really unbalanced. She got the stanky leg, y'all. Alright, so I've got the divine blood. Is it because I was fed Lilith's blood, or is it from the blessing from Inarius that Inarius didn't actually give, but people said that he gave.
Neyrelle, you were so loved.
Alright. Sorry about that. I'll try to keep the talking to a minimum during it. I just couldn't help myself. She was all shaky, and I was like, oh, she got the stanky leg.
Neyrelle.
The way is open. We have to go. But... do you think Lilith is even still here? It's been so long. I'm afraid she's won this one. Besides, I have to... take care of my mother. But it's not over yet. Not for you. Lilith was after Rothma. Find him. Learn why. I'll be back at the vault. All right?
Honestly, we probably shouldn't be bringing her anyway. She's a little girl. She's got to be like 16 or something like that. 14.
I feel a cold wind flowing through my bones.
Well, this place is icky. What the hell is that, man?
You are the last visitor to my sanctum. Though you come too late, just as Lilith did before you. For it was my father, Inarius, who arrived here first. It unfolded as my visions foretold. How we hurtle towards the prophecy's end.
So Inarius was looking for Rathma too, and he got here first. Oh, might as well look. Let's see. We got... Hey, it's an emote. Strength test. I like this. Like, you get stuff just for doing things. Even though I'm not doing any of the new seasonal stuff yet with this character, I'm still earning, you know, rewards and stuff as I go. I like that. Apparently this isn't the only game with a seasonal pass type setup. I've never played a game with that has that kind of setup as far as I know.
It started in dreams. I saw shattered images of the end of Sanctuary. The scales of a great serpent carried these visions. And so I went to visit him. Mine and the serpent's thoughts met, and the fragmented future was mended together. I put it down in order, and the prophecy was born.
I need to destroy the tumors to go any further.
Okay, I see how it is. Let's do this. I'm gonna get leap on my next one. My next point, which isn't far away. I like having leap, even though it's not really part of this build. I don't need to have a perfect build at this low level. Oh, wow. Big upgrade, or kind of a big upgrade. Pretty big upgrade. Better attacks per second. More critical strike damage. This is a two-handed sword, which is more what I need, because it actually causes bleeding. So I need to get that XP up. Critical strike damage, core skill damage, and basic skill damage. And I'm losing damage to stunned enemies, which I don't stun them. Damage to injured enemies, and 16 all stats. So I'd say this is a pretty solid upgrade, if only for that DPS up top. DPS is the biggest indicator of damage, at least when it comes to weapons, from what I understand. There's still going to be a limit, obviously. If I got a white weapon and it only had damage per second on it, and I lost all other stats, then perhaps it would be worth it to keep the lower damage weapon. Yep, I'm going backwards. What was that banging? Yeah, these tumors are opening up pathways, I think, so... Let's see. Probably can't get there, can't get there. I can get there, so I'm going to keep going this way, and I think it's going to lead me to one. When I open up these tumors, I think these paths get created or something like that. I said open up these tumors. I mean, kill them. Dude, these little things are creepy. These little grasping whatevers, that's gross. Like little spiders.
The prophecy became my burden. There were others that knew. Ones that couldn't understand the nature of such a thing. I knew Inarius would be driven to interfere, believing that it was about him. He saw himself as a savior, piercing hatred's heart in hell.
Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. Everybody thinks Inarius is gonna kill Lilith. And I keep getting wands, man. I can't even use wands. Alright, there goes my skill point. Yeah, these right here, I'm not really interested in. There's probably builds that use them. These are some good avenues here. That one. Alright, leap. I'll get leap. Leap damages at least one enemy, gain fury. Enemies damaged by leap are slowed by 70% for 5 seconds. See, this would actually be decent in the build if you pick the slow, because the slow you do more damage to, right? More damage to slowed enemies. I don't know. It's not really important at this low level. Maybe a little bit more higher level. There we go.
We need more fury.
What is that? Oh, that's the barbarian quest. That one I might actually have to do along with the main quest, because that one's kind of a big one. Every class has a class quest in order to unlock special features. These expertise, you unlock this and you're able to use one of these no matter what weapon you've got equipped. These little effects will be permanent. Whichever effect you choose will be a permanent effect. Even if you end up using an ability that, say, like this one says I'm using my two-handed sword. So say I've got the two-handed sword one equipped. This one right here, I've got this equipped permanently. So I'll be able to do 2% of direct damage that I deal is inflicted as bleeding damage over 5 seconds, right? Even if I'm doing this ability with a one-handed ability, or one-handed sword, or dual wielding, or with my blunt weapon, my giant hammer. So, it's useful. Every class has something like that. Alright, this one's unlocked. As you can see, these little tendril intestine-looking things are retracting. Ugh. Yeah, see now this one over here is still blocked. I can't get up there. Yeah, see? Leap, that's very satisfying. And now I can get up here. Run away from those guys. They explode.
I don't have enough fury.
Upgrades. Yep, I don't have iron skin. So I get basically a little bit of armor and some maximum life, losing out on poison resistance and thorns. Okay, somehow this is actually an upgrade for me, like a legit one. I like thorns, and I wish that there was a decent thorns build like there was in Diablo 3. There was actually a legit thorns-centric build for Crusader in Diablo 3, and I loved it. I pretty much went for it every time. I think Rothma was a Nephilim, right? I think that was kind of established in Diablo 3, because your main character was actually a Nephilim. And a lot of the heroes of old, so to speak, were also Nephilim. I don't know if I'm a Nephilim, like this character. I don't know if she is. Yeah, that's a lot more satisfying with Leap. I really like Leap. There we go. Watch this. Another useful thing for Leap. Such an awesome skill.
You refuse to give me the key. You stand in the way of the Savior. The holy blood in your veins should be boiling.
Nothing you do will change the future I saw.
I create my own destiny. wider, beyond comprehension of ungrateful spawns like yourself.
Hubris. That's his downfall. Hubris. I think that would be our downfall too, as humans.
Once I am victorious in hell, the high heavens will welcome me home, where I belong.
I wish it would be true, Father.
So he's basically deluded himself into thinking that his son's prophecy was about him, that he was the hero, and that if he succeeded, that he'd be welcomed back into hell. This delusion on top of delusion. He's basically driven himself insane.
I'm being followed.
I think that's where we're going. Shortcut. Parkour. Oh, that's that armor. That's that armor we were criticizing. Whoa. We were asking questions about that armor back at the keep.
Low on fury.
Ugh. I tried. I didn't have any dodge charges.
I don't have enough fury. I must lose. I don't have enough fury.
Ooh. A legendary. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's a mace. Oh, it's a little mace, though. That's okay. Hammer of the Ancients quakes outward, dealing 40% of its damage to enemies. Well, the good thing about Barbarian is that pretty much every build, at least thus far, has shouts and then whatever you want here, usually some sort of legendary skill or ultimate, I guess they would call it, and then a basic skill and a core skill. So I guess all we really need to do to try out the Hammer of the Ancients build is just switch it from Whirlwind to Hammer of the Ancients. Let's try it. Alright, let's go. Where's Whirlwind? Right here. That's Hammer of the Ancients. So we're going to right click. Buy that. Right click. Buy that. Right click. And pick which one of these we like. Okay, so what does it do? Slam your hammer down with the Fury of the Ancients, dealing 96 to 117 damage to a concentrated area. Okay, so a small area. This one's an area attack, just a small one. Which is Whirlwind's 46 to 56. So it's a pretty big boom. Twice as much damage. And this one gains more fury for 5 seconds after each enemy damaged by Hammer of the Ancients, stacking up to 10 times. So up to 30% more fury for 5 seconds after using this ability. Depending on how many enemies I've met or hit. Alright, let's see which one of these we're going to pick. After overpowering with Hammer of the Ancients, you deal 30% more damage for 5 seconds. Sounds great, but overpower doesn't happen too often, I think. I don't know what the actual math is. Again, it would help to be a theory crafter. I'm sorry. I am not. I'm not really a math magician. Yes, I know what I said. Hammer of the Ancients deals 1% additional damage for each point of fury you had when using it. Interesting. Okay. I guess I'm picking this one. Alright, and now we're going to hit S to bring up our ability thing here, and... oops. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, talking to the Knight Penitent. Donning Father's Grace. I guess Father's Grace is this crazy armor here. The armor controlled by faith. That nobody seems to know how it works. Ah! He's got no head! I'm just kidding. I already know. Jeez. Okay. Look at the blood. He's in a pool of his own blood.
All that was asked. The pain is gone now. This was a just punishment. A stronger man would have refused Venard's bribe. Nerel. Nerel, is she safe?
Yes, she is safe.
Our meeting is no coincidence. I came here to help. Will you give this to her for me? I should never have taken it. It's so dark. I have repented. Do you think I was too late?
No, not too late. The light has come to carry you home. Do you not see it, friend?
Yes. Yes. I see it now. They have come.
Oh,
You
another
didn't
one.
need that armor to prove your worth, friend.
I feel bad. That's pretty horrific. If you look close, I don't know if you can see it. Those are spikes. This is basically a giant what do they call this? Maiden of... I forget what they call it. Iron Maiden. An Iron Maiden, that's what they call it. I'm assuming that it works on blood, not on faith, like they said. Jeez. Well, guys, you wanted Diablo 4 to return to the dark atmosphere and feel that it had before? Congratulations. You got what you wished for. In Vigo's defense, I personally think... dang it. Okay, hold on.
I will not ask again.
You don't need to. I saw a vision of the key lifted from my corpse, under the watchful eyes of the great serpent in my sanctum. If you are chosen as you say, it will come to pass.
Sounds like Rathma is like basically just asking to be killed there. He just told his dad. Well, I mean, I guess he already knows what's coming. He's just kind of letting things happen as they are supposed to. Just wanted to see what was over here. It's cool though. Nice little details. It's a lot of... I wonder what these graves are.
Is that him? Is that Rathma?
I don't know if you would have chosen to stand beside me in this new world, Rathma. But I would have saved your place, just the same. And now, all that you might have been has been stolen from me. Stolen.
The key to hell.
This key unlocks more than the doors of hell. It unlocks our path to the future. A future made possible because of the price you paid. Your sacrifice will not have been in vain.
Woo! And thus ends Act 1. So that was pretty insane. Apparently, Inarius is wrong about the prophecy. Rathma just told him the prophecy how it was supposed to happen. And Inarius just invented this fantasy world in his head. Completely deluded. And Rathma knew that Inarius wasn't going to get the key. He saw a vision of the key being pulled from his corpse. He didn't say who was pulling it from his corpse. Apparently it was his mother, not his father. when you think about it, it's kind of a statement. Because look at all the people that believe in the prophecy. They all followed Inarius, who is supposed to be a god slash prophet. You know, the savior. And it's kind of a statement against religion. I'll try not to take it personally. And, you know, doesn't necessarily apply to all religions. Possibly not even mine, right? That's alright. I think it's a valid statement for maybe even most religions out there. Probably tools to control the masses. Who knows which ones are true, which ones are false. I'm not making a statement as to what's what here, but doesn't mean that there's not truth in the message. Also doesn't mean that the message is true. I'm neutral ground. Leave me alone. Do I need to... No, it won't let me leave the dungeon. So I actually have to travel this whole way. That's okay. I'm willing to bet that there was probably a teleport back there, but I'm not willing to run back there to find out. There. There's my shortcut. I hope you liked it. Come to think of it, I probably could have ended the video right here, or paused it, so that way you didn't have to watch me run all this way. But you get to suffer it with me. I love you guys. This place is so gross, man. You know what it reminds me of? Have you ever seen the movie The Thing? That's what this stuff reminds me of. All the little guts, the little strings, because there's a lot of strings in that. Actually, that movie was made twice, or at least I think the first one was... The second one was actually a prequel, and you didn't find out that it was a prequel until the end. Good movies, very scary. I think it's one of my dad's favorite movies. Scary movies. Along with Jaws. Jaws was legit scary. So was The Thing, for that matter. Oh, some action. Oh, I keep trying to whirlwind. Hammer of the Ancients, guys. Let's see. That is pretty destructive. Okay, we're crossing over this way. That totally was not intentional, by the way. Where I jumped and evaded the exploding little derpasauruses that were over there. And next we're supposed to meet Narelle in Lights Resolved, so. You know what? We could have town portaled out of there, guys. Well, I'm sorry that I made you watch me run all that way through the dungeon for no reason. But hey, at least we got to see Hammer of the Ancients in action. Alright. Set our waypoint. Nope. Nope. That's not our waypoint. That's our waypoint. See what I did there? It's that easy to accidentally put the wrong one. Ah, that was expertly placed.
I'm low on fury. I'm not ready yet. Vigo wanted you to have this.
He was a good man. And Lilith? Was she even there? Did you meet her?
Already gone by the time I arrived.
There is more. I can see that.
Lilith took a key to hell off Rothma's body.
Then it was all in vain. She's the only one who got what they wanted.
Neyrel. She came seeking the Haradrim of legend. Seeking hope. She found neither. But her part in things was far from over. In truth, we would need her more than she needed us. Didn't seem that way at the time, though. For anyone. Inarius proved to be just as unreliable as I'd feared. His self-obsession had driven him to murder his son, Rathma. And from the corpse left behind, Lilith had taken a key to hell. Where would she use it? We could only depend on ourselves to find out.
Oh, I didn't even check the other legendary we got here. Alright, well, when hit while not healthy, a magical bubble is summoned around us for 6.8 seconds. Which is on the high end of the range there. While standing in the bubble, we're immune. Can happen once every 90 seconds. And it's got a vicious malignant socket in there. Vicious malignant socket is going to be a damage socket. Not that we're still going to have this piece when it comes to putting, when it comes time to actually put those kind of sockets in. Alright, that is an upgrade for sure. Let's see, did we get any others? We already looked at that. Ignore the blue items. Yep, this one's an upgrade too. We lose fire resistance. We lose 2% damage to close enemies, but we gain +2 maximum fury, life regeneration while not damaged, 3% damage over time. Actually, you know what? It's really not an upgrade. Maybe a little bit, but not very much. We get some poison resistance and we get some shadow resistance, but it's offsetting those. And actually 2% damage to close enemies is actually one that we need. While damage over time, the bleed, no, that's one we need. Okay, so this is an upgrade for sure for the Whirlwind build, possibly an upgrade for this build. So we're gonna leave that. We're gonna use that one. All right, gonna town portal, go back to Kyo Vishad, and then we're gonna put our point in. Now, I just realized something. I don't know if bleed is that important for a Hammer of the Ancients build. We do have other points in it, and I don't want to take them out right now. Because we've got... It increases bleed effects to vulnerable enemies. And vulnerable enemies... Yeah, core skills make enemies vulnerable. Okay, and then vulnerable... The vulnerable enemies take more bleeding damage, and they're slowed through here through the bleeding damage. Do I have anything that's causing bleeding damage? This single target, that'll be important for bosses, I guess. I'm probably not set up optimally, but it's not horrible. Well, we know we need this one, so I'm gonna put that point in there. Alright, so we've already gone through our stuff in our inventory, and we know we don't need this anymore, so we'll go ahead and... Blacksmith! Please destroy all this shit. We need repairs. Nope.
Anything breaks, the forge is hot.
That's still locked. So is that. Okay. Guys, I believe this is where we're going to end tonight's video. We finished Act 1. As you can see, all we've got left is Act 2 and Act 3. And possibly the Masters of Battle Barbarian quest here. We'll do that as a main quest, because basically it is. It's going to be an important one for the game's progression and for maxing out our characters, because it unlocks an important part of it. So we'll do that. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Or subscribe. You don't have to do both. Maybe watch a couple more. Who am I kidding? Do both, please. Or else. Alright guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching.